I welcome you all on my YouTube channel and pray to Almighty to offer blessings to all of you. I am very thankful to all my subscribers and I hope I will be getting your support like this in future as well. In this video, we will discuss the impact of Saturn Ketu in 9th house, also known as the horoscope's house of luck, fortune, father, higher learnings, pilgrimages and gurus that one gets in life. There are different sections in this video in which we will discuss how will this conjunction affect health, married life, home/happiness and unexpected incidents in life with their positive or negative flavors and the best remedies. Let's first understand what is the 9th house of the birth chart. The 9th house is also known as the horoscope's house of father, fortune, one's higher knowledge, religion and individual's teachers in life. It can be said that every house's opposite is what a person desires in that house, so since it is the opposite of the 3rd house inclination to learn, short travels shows that this is the house of higher learning and long-distance travels. This is also the house that gives information about the father and religious/spiritual teachers for the individual. It's the most auspicious house and the natural owner of this house is Jupiter, which is considered the greatest benefic for most horoscopes. This house carries the highest vibration of the Dharma tricon. The body parts denoted by this house are the hips, thighs, hair, and back. This house is very commonly known as the Dharma Baba in Sanskrit as it gives information about the higher knowledge and religious aspects of one's life. Now let's discuss Saturn-Ketu conjunction is in the 9th house of the birth chart general characteristics. Now the very basic nature of this conjunction of some bohemian kind of nature that this house brings will surely show the traits in the person in every house. The question is how will that be different from the 1st house in that case, as it's the ascendant only that primarily defines what a person becomes over time. Now, the 9th house gets the conjunction of these two malefic planets. The natural owner of this house is Jupiter, which represents the knowledge, happiness, and growth of a person, and this is also the house of the father, gurus, and one's fortune in life, to name a few. The element of this house is fire, Agni Tattva. It is regarded as one of the best houses because if the 9th house is good, then the luck of a person takes him across any problems of life that one might face. It is the natural tendency of this house to give primarily good results unless there are major cancelling factors in the horoscope. This is also the house of higher thoughts and learnings of a person. So now Saturn would constrict the house and Ketu will dry the normal results of the fortune of natives, making one more interested in spirituality. Also, the intuitive combination here in the 9th house can do wonders for a person if the person does things right. One will feel that results are not coming as per the efforts one puts into any task undertaken by them. If Saturn is debilitated in the 9th house and the ascendant lord is also not in good strength, then there are chances that the person might not be very successful post-marriage. The native will have to work very hard to achieve material success as the house of luck is directing this native towards spirituality. Natives cannot afford to leave anything on their fate and they would have to follow the saying self-made success. Family relations suffer due to the person becoming negligent towards material success. The person will be very hardworking and at the same time will try to find quick ways to accomplish things. Here also, while becoming a spiritual person could learn the ways of the occult sciences like palmistry, astrology and tarot card readings, etc. The native will have issues and obstacles while trying for higher education. The health of the father would also get affected in some manner. There will be a delay in the rising of one's fortune as Saturn blesses, but with a delay. Rahu of the 3rd house will give some strange habits to the individual that could differ based on the zodiac sign it is placed in, and it could also make one go towards smoking and drinking. In adverse dasha, there could be surgeries involving either the 9th house related areas like the thighs or knees, etc. or the areas related to the 3rd house, i.e. arms and ears or shoulders. Also, the 6th house, i.e. stomach, intestines, and pancreas, etc. are affected. This could manifest in any manner. It could be as simple as a person dislocating the shoulder to therapy requirement for knee pain. Now let's discuss Saturn-Ketu conjunction in the 9th house of birth chart and career. Now since the combination is happening in the 9th house, it affects the profession of the native as well, since it is the house of higher thoughts and one's fortune. Since Saturn is in the 9th house of fortune aspects, the 11th house of wish fulfillments. Natives would face lots of ups and downs in life. If the native is in some business that relates to higher learnings, religion and spirituality, person would do good and will be satisfied as well. One could also get into a profession requiring short travels as well, like a salesperson responsible for a few cities or zones in the country. The career could be in the media, event management, script writing, or back office paperwork related. Rahu will make the person find the details of the media line and work in that direction. One could be on portals like YouTube as well. Ketu makes the person cut and sew together what YouTubers many times do by making small snippets and joining them to make one long video. If the 12th Lord makes some connection with Rahu and the 10th Lord, then one could go abroad as well for work. The person could work well in the areas as shown by the zodiac signs which are highest in Shadbal, or the houses that are highest in Ashtak Varga as well. Since this conjunction gives intuition, and one might see people coming up to seek advice from the native. Now let's discuss Saturn Ketu conjunction is in the 9th house of birth chart and marriage/married life. This conjunction will affect more if Saturn happens to be the 1st Lord or the 7th Lord in the horoscope. Then it would mean that the 1st Lord or the 7th Lord is directly conjunct with a malefic Ketu, which will reduce the marital bliss from the native's life to a great extent. The 9th house is also the house of fortune for the person. Marriage of a person is also said to change one's fortune. For some individuals, this conjunction might be good, and for others, it could be bad. If the 9th house has a debilitated planet which is making further combinations with the 7th Lord, then there would be a lack of harmony in the couple's life. The reclusive persona of the native and the disinterest in married life and more interest in the spiritual side of life could also be a bone of contention between the two shareholders of the institution of marriage. One might decide not to get married at all if one decides to marry very late as well, because one would realize the futility of marriage after gaining maturity on their parameters. Now let's discuss Saturn Ketu conjunction is in the 9th house of birth chart and health. The positioning of this conjunction in the 9th house makes the focus on the Rahu in the 3rd house, which can make one take up habits of drinking or smoking. The aspect of the conjunction gives leg issues around the area of the knees and ankles area. One could damage the legs by turning while walking, and that could damage the tendons and ligaments. At times this could take very long to heal as well. Saturn is aspecting the 6th house and can give issues related to the stomach and intestines. The native can also get issues with the knee and ankles, so this generally happens in old age and adverse dasha and transit, where the ankles can get bent even by mistake without realizing, causing breakage in tendons or cartilages. There would be some kind of surgical operation in the native's life, depending upon the age of the native along with the transit and dasha. For example, a young woman could give cesarean birth to a child in her youth. A sportsperson undergoing treatment for carpal tunnel syndrome, etc. Now let's discuss Saturn Ketu conjunction is in the 9th house of birth chart and positive impact. Natives are deep thinkers and have very strong intuitive powers. Natives have a natural inclination towards religion and higher thoughts. Natives can become very good astrologers and palmists as well. Natives will be very hard-working and can get famous through social media and make the hobby into a profession. Now let's discuss Saturn Ketu conjunction is in the 9th house of birth chart and negative impact. Natives' personal life can suffer as they turn more spiritualistic. Natives might have to travel a lot through short distance travel, and that generally affects their health in the long run. The individual would have to work harder than any other normal person to achieve the results of the 11th house of wish fulfillment. Natives could have habits of smoking and drinking as Rahu is placed in the house of habits. Natives might have issues with their fathers or become distant from their fathers at a young age itself for any reason, like education in a hostel or father working abroad for long periods. There would be surgical medical interventions in the native's lifetime for issues that would be out of control for the native. Now let's discuss the best remedies for Saturn Ketu conjunction in the 9th house. Chant the mantras dedicated to Saturn and Ketu to pacify their energies. Offer mustard oil to Lord Saturn on Saturdays and light a sesame oil lamp to reduce malefic effects. Offer food to needy persons on Saturdays and seek their blessings to alleviate negative effects. Conduct a Navagraha Puja, a ritual dedicated to the 9 celestial bodies including Saturn and Ketu, to mitigate their combined influence. Engage in acts of charity and service to the underprivileged, donate to charitable organizations, or help those in need to mitigate the negative effects of Saturn and Ketu. So that was all about this conjunction. In our next video of this series, we will discuss the impact of Saturn Ketu conjunction in 10th house of birth chart. Thanks, and please like, share and subscribe our channel.